Hello everybody! So today we're going to be going through some brown and red techniques. I'm quite excited for it. Before we get started, I have a couple things that I want to mention. First, we're going through advanced kicks. And I love advanced kicks to death, however, they can be difficult to do. So I want to give a warning up front and foremost. If you're on hard floor, please do these techniques slowly. Do not fall and land on it. If you do fall, proper falling procedures. 2. As we go through our things, make sure that your surroundings clear of any obstacles. You will be spinning. You may be jumping. And I don't want you to hurt yourself. And, the other thing to be careful of is if you have a younger brother or a younger sister, make sure that you don't send them flying across the room. Finally, I've been messing around with some things on the camera. So it may be choppy at points, not choppy at points. Let me know how it's working. Just feel free to send me an email afterwards if you have any suggestions or if it did seem really choppy or the sound wasn't super clear. Otherwise than that, let's get started. So to get started, we're going to do some high knees. We're going to get our body moving. Let's start with our high knees. I want you to go just fast enough to where it's a little bit of a jog. Now, as we go through, knees above your belt. If you need to go slower, go slower. You do what's necessary for you. For me, I've already warmed up a little bit. I've already gone through some things, so I'm going to go a bit faster. Now, keep going through. We're now going to switch to tail kickers. Now, with tail kickers, it's important that we bring our heel back, all the way back. If I keep my back straight, I can't do that. It's really, really hard to, and if I do it, there's not much of a stretch to it. So I'm going to lean my body forward so I can kick back and I can hit a bit better. Again, you go at your pace. If your pace is slow, it's slow. If it's extremely fast, it's extremely fast. But at this current moment, you should be able to have a conversation without stuttering at all. So if you're going too fast to where you can't keep a conversation, don't slow down. Slow down. Now, we're going to get into our outside crescents, or our open negates. You're going to take one leg, bring it across your body in front of your other leg, then lift it over. If this is a gate, it's closed, you're opening it. Go back and forth, and again, do this one slowly, at your own pace. Nice. 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Now, inside crescent, or close the gate. The gate's open, close it. Thank you for joining me and being here with me today. I know it's super snowy outside, and there's a lot of things going around, but I appreciate being in class with you guys, even if it's just online. All right, hip circles. Now, if you have the temperature turned up in your house because of the snow, we're going to be sweating a whole bunch today. My whole goal is to go through our advanced kicks, but to give an amazing warm-up and workout. Switch directions. So, as we go through, monitor what you're doing, make sure you're safe, but really make sure that you push yourself. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. We are now going to go a little bit faster. I want you to bring your knees up high, and I want you to go just fast enough to where you can still have a conversation with somebody, but it's a little bit fragmented. A little bit fragmented. You can maybe only get 1 or 2 words before you have to breathe very heavily. Now, if you're doing this with your family, try it. Don't worry, I'll still be here, I'll still be talking, but try to have a conversation. Right now, my mother is out. She's actually going to come on in here, and when she does, you'll be able to see her and she'll read comments out. Now, tail kicker, same thing. Go a little bit faster. Good job, good job. Keep going. Now, our outside crescents. Now, as we do our outside crescents, I want you to speed it up. But don't go so fast where you'll hurt yourself. Remember, our body is cold. We don't want to pull a muscle or anything, especially when we're in our own house. That's going to be a hard one to explain. Inside crescents. All right. Now, hip circles. I found out a little bit ago, I would say 3 or 4 years ago, from an Indian dragon, what this reminds me of. I can never pin it. But they told me is is it like hula hooping? And I was like, oh yeah, it is. So, I would say the one difference between this and hula hooping, switch direction, is a hula hoop, you kind of stay tight. If there are hip circles, you want to bring them more around, you want to warm up your hips. All right, So now we're gonna do all of that one more time, but we're gonna go fast enough to where we can barely hold a conversation. So fast that one or two words and you're already out of breath. Are you ready? Go. Bring your knees up high. And as a reminder again, I give you recommendations on how fast you should go. Go at your own pace. That's a little bit slower, it's a little bit slower. Keep going, keep going. 3 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and tail kickers. Again, lean your chest a bit forward as you do this. Nice, nice, almost there, almost there. 3, 2, 1, outside crescents. This one you shouldn't be going really fast. I know sometimes when I'm teaching class, I always get 1 or 2 kids that are like this, Master Nick? That's too crazy. Keep it cool. We're not playing soccer, we're not doing scissor kicks. We're warming up our hips. Now you can go a bit faster, but make your faster closing your hips. Nice. And hip circles. Hip circles. And remember, make those big circles as we go through. Alright, now, you may see me hop off the screen every once in a while. Woo. That's to fix my belt. By the end of warm-up, if you're wearing your belt, I want you to have to fix it at least 3 times. Okay, we're gonna do this one more time, as fast as you can, hold 80%. Or at your own pace, whatever works. I'm not watching you, you can do what you want. Knees up high. Nice job, nice job. Now, tail kickers. All right. Keep going. Speed it up a little bit more. And outside crescents. Now, today we are going to be warming up and stretching out, but it's not going to be as much as some people need. So if you need to take extra time to stretch, do it while I'm talking about crescents. You'll know that I'm talking about it because there will be a white screen and people do with kicks. Inside crescents. But also, something that's important, Master Left did a family class yesterday where he went through proper stretching procedure. If you need to stretch out well, go watch that class before this one. It's on YouTube, it's great. Master Left is years old, and it works for him really, really well. I'm a young 23-year-old. I don't need to stretch much and I'll be fine. Hip circles. Shoot them out. Now switch directions. Nice job. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Now, let's move on to our rising kick. As a reminder, our rising kick is keeping a straight leg as we bring our body up. Do I ever use this kick in sparring? No, it's one of the worst kicks, but it's a great kick for making sure that we can kick properly and not hurt ourselves. On our rising kick, as a quick reminder, because not everybody has done this with me before, start off really low. Even lower than your knee if you want. And then each time you go, raise it up a little bit. By the end, it should be at least up to your hip. However, if it's not, that's okay. You do what feels applicable. I always say, kick to the point where you feel like it's gonna start to pinch. All right, so let's start off. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out, guarding stance, aya! Now make sure you keep with me here and keep what's appropriate for your household. Andrew, I assume you're in chat right now. Don't hurt your brother's eardrum. Ready? So on my key up, rising kick, start off low, aya! Nice, aya! 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 One more, aya! That's what you beat. Again, start off low. Aya! 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 Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Now we're gonna do a couple of stretches. We're gonna go slowly, but I'm gonna go on pace. I want you to go at your own pace. Keep saying that, but I especially mean it here. Kids, you may go faster than me. Adults, you may go slower than me, but you do what feels right. Hold it just long enough to where it starts to feel a little bit uncomfortable. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna put our feet double length apart, and we're gonna bend down as if we're gonna do a side kick over here. I hold it, then I switch. Now I'm doing a thing, I'm putting my hand on my knee. Don't do that. Keep your hands up in your guarding stance. A couple more times. And one more time. Perfect. Now, we're gonna drop to the floor and put our heel up. Easy version, using both your hands on the ground. Nothing wrong with that. Drop, hands, switch, hands. Now, hard version, use one hand. And then, the person who's done this a million times, no hands. My big toe is pointing towards the ceiling, my heel staying flat. Back and forth at your own pace. Nice, nice. Now take a deep breath in, deep breath out. I'm saying that because it's snowing outside and our automatic temperature has cranked it way up. So I'm gonna be sweating a little bit today, but that's the point. So now we're gonna move on to a simple basic combo. A simple basic combo. We're gonna work on just doing some round kicks. We're gonna go round kick one way, round kick the other way. What we're gonna do with it is called a step, step. Not something we use too much as Spartan, but an important concept while we're warming up. So here's how this works. I do my round kick, I put my feet together, I step back. Round kick, step, step. Let's do 4 slow motion and then we'll speed it up. Ready? Go, round, step, step, 1, round, step, step, 2, round, step, step, 3, round, step, step, 4. Go at your own height, whatever's best for you. We're now gonna go a little bit faster. We're gonna go 6 more. Hands up, hop up and down. Ready? Aya! 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 One more. Aya! All right. Aya! Ooh, stuck one in on there. So now we're gonna do front kick, same thing. Front kick, step, step. We're gonna do 6 of these. Ready? Aya! 1. Aya! 2. Aya! 3. Aya! 4. Aya! 5. Aya! 6. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. So now we're gonna do round kick, jab, cross. We're gonna follow up. So as I do my round kick, I land, 1, 2, aya, shuffle back, and really try to do a large slide, pushing off with their front leg and coming back. Do what's applicable for your household. If you don't have that much space, make it work. Ready? 6 of these. And aya, round, aya, move back. Aya, round, aya, move back. 2, aya, round, aya, move back. 3, aya, 4, aya, 5. Final time, aya, aya, and 6. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Now moving on to front kicks. I'm gonna go a bit faster with this one. Do your best to keep up. Ready? Hands up. And aya! Aya! On these front kicks, I want you to treat them like a snap. You're hitting something on the chin. Aya! 2. Aya! 3. Aya! 4. Aya! 5. Aya! 6. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. All right, I got 2 more. These ones are gonna be the hardest ones yet. We're gonna do a slide up round kick, slide up hook kick. Slide up round kick, slide up hook kick. So stick with me as I do this slow motion. My hands are up. I go slide up round, slide up, hook. Once I land it, I'm gonna step back, switch my feet and move back, and then we're gonna do our other leg. One more time, and do the other leg as I showed off. Slide up round, slide up hook, step back and move. Ready? We're gonna do 6 of, let's do 4 of these. Hands up, slow motion for the first one. Go. Aya! Step, move. Ready? Go. Aya! Step, move. That's 2. Aya! That's 3. Ready? Go. Aya! That's 4. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Now we're gonna do inside crescent, jab cross. We're gonna do 4 of these. Inside, aya, move back. Ready? Go! Aya! Go! Aya! Go! Aya! Go! Aya! Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. You're probably a little bit tired at this point. Perfect. We're not done yet though. We're gonna do 15 seconds of push-ups. 15 seconds of crunches, whatever crunch you would like to do. Normal crunch, bicycle crunch, whatever works best. Then, 15 seconds of punching in a squat. Each time you do it, it counts as 1. That's the number of points you have. At the end, I want you to type in chat how many points you got. So if you did 5 push-ups, 5 crunches, and 5 punches in a squat, in 15 seconds you should do a lot more than that at round and red belt. But if that's what you did, you got 15 points. My suggestion to count these. When you get done with your push-ups and I say time, keep that number and then keep counting. So if you get to 6, then when you start your crunches, 7, 8, 9, and then when you get the standing up, 10, 11, 12. So let's start with our push-ups. Now, as a reminder, when we do our push-ups, our elbows move back in or back behind you. So as I do this, my hands come out, my hands come back. Let's do one slow motion so we get the motion down. Hands on the ground, feet back. Slowly lower yourself to the ground. If you can't lower yourself to the ground without your elbows falling flat, or you freaking out, you're doing your push-up wrong. Go back, push yourself up, slowly lower. Up, lower. Now, 15 seconds, full pace. You ready? You see clock on the screen, or when I say start, you'll be good to go. Go! Oh, I'll crank him out too. I'll start at 10 seconds. We'll see if you can beat me. Woo! I got the 13. Not quite. Hopefully you beat me. Now we're gonna do jumping jacks. Oh, sorry. Crunches. As many as you can, whatever works best. Ready? Go. Now keep it up. Remember to breathe. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Breathe in as you go down. Breathe up as you, breathe out as you go up. Breathe in when you go down. All right, freeze. And final one, punches in a sitting stance. This is not a sitting stance. This is not a sitting stance. This is not a sitting stance. Bum equal, back straight, punches out. As many as you can. Ready? And go. Keep going. I see that Taylor's in chat. Taylor, I want you to punch even faster. And Brooke, I want you to get the high score on this. Keep going. And time. Get a drink of water if you need it. Not only that, we're now going to be talking about crescents in a second here. With our crescents, that will be your perfect time to keep stretching, get a drink of water to relax. My suggestion is this. Our body's warmed up, we're going to do kicks. Don't just sit. If you're stretching, that's fine. If you're drinking water, that's fine. Don't just sit down and be all lazy, because then when we start to kick, your muscles are going to tighten up again and it's going to hurt. So now, let's get to crescents. Some of my favorite things of all time. So you see I have 2 little pictures of people kicking here. One is Bruce Lee. The other I don't know, but it says, I can't read that. So we have 2 crescents, our inside and our outside crescent. What's important about this is we realize that the crescents are used to occupy space before hitting very, very heavily. Both of these crescents can do a lot of damage when used properly. But if you don't use your hips, then they're going to cause you more pain than your opponent. So, real fast, I want you to look at the Bruce Lee gif. See how he closes his hips as he does that kick? It really adds a snap. If he had a uniform on, you would be able to hear it. Now, in this other gif, you can see the same thing with our outside crescents. See how he brings it up and around. And that's why we have these arrows down here. With crescents, there's an important philosophy that you need to know. The inside crescent is the shortest path as you do it. An outside crescent takes the longer path. It has to go around first. But there's a use for both of these kicks. Miss Love, can I have you hold the paddle for me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. So Mrs. Love is going to have, whoa, nobody heard that, is going to hold the paddle. And you can hold it right here. So, with her paddle, if I were to hit on this side, and I'm using my left foot, my back foot, I want to hit on this side. What crescent is that? I'm doing my back foot and I'm coming up. I'm taking the shortest distance. This is our inside crescent. Now I use this cam, even though it cuts off my head, so you can see this motion as I come forward. I'm taking the shortest distance. Now if I wanted to hit on this side and use my front foot, I can no longer use the shortest distance. I need to go around. I have to bring it almost in, well, a crescent shape, like a moon. I come around, open my hip. So again, I'm here, If I want to kick on this side, and I use my front leg, this is close. This is close as it is, I can do it inside. But if I want to use my back leg, I go outside. Those are our inside and outside crescents. We're gonna do them a little bit. However, that's not our kick. Our kick is a spin crescent, so we're gonna get there. First, let's start with a simple crescent. Step back and guard, put your hand up. Move around a little bit. Take your back leg, we're gonna do an inside crescent here. Step down and move back, just like we did at warm-up. Ready? Go. Go as slow as you need to make sure you're not hurting or hitting anything around you. Go. Go again. Shh. Go. One more time. Go. And final time. Shh. Nice. Now our outside crescent. We're gonna use our back leg and bring it around. Use a front kick next to their face, then slap them with it. Ready? Go. Outside, step down, step back. Go. Outside, step down, step back. Go. Outside, step down, step back. Final time. Outside, step down, step back. Good job. Now time for our actual kick. Our spin crescent. So our spin crescent is where we turn in the crescent, hence the spin, right? Don't worry, moving around in a circle. However, what crescent do we use? Do we use the outside of our foot? Or do we use the inside of our foot? Inside, we use the inside of our foot, we take a closer distance. Outside, we use the outside of our foot and we go the long way around. So when we do our spin crescent, do we do an outside crescent with it? Or an inside crescent? Do we spin towards our body? Or do we spin around our body? It's the outside crescent. Mrs. Left, if I can borrow you real fast.
Raphael and Isabel, they want to look like Bruce Lee.
Oh, that's our goal. We're gonna do a couple Bruce Lee kicks here in a second. So with our outside crescent, look as I do this. I rotate my body. I turn my body backwards, turning my back for my opponent. I spin, I turn my chest towards it. The crescent comes from a front kick. My chest isn't forward. I can't do a front kick. I can't do my crescents. So I'm here, turn, up and around. I'm drawing this little U shape. Keep this kick low for now. This can really hurt your hip if you're going fast and we're not fully stretched out here. So my hands are up, outside. We're gonna do this slow motion. But before we do, I want to talk about the important concept of all of this and why we would use a crescent over a spin hook kick or a spinning back kick. So to answer that, if you have somebody in your own room right now, a friend, a family member, I want you to answer this question. Why would I do a spin crescent over a spin hook or a spin back? If I had the Jeopardy music, I'd play it here. I think that's copyrighted though, so I probably shouldn't. So, the spin hook kick is good for a distance. If somebody is moving away from you, if somebody is getting away, or if they're staying where you're at and you're a distance away, a spin hook kick works really well. However, when you're close, when you're close, that's when your spin crescent comes into play. Your spin crescent. A crescent is used for closed spaces. Because here's why. If she's up to my nose, there's no kick I can do. There's no space between me and this paddle, right? But there's space to the outsides. The crescent fills that space before I hit it. So I rotate, kick. Now I've talked long enough, let's start to kick it. So, face the camera for me, put your hands up. Rotate your chest back, look over your shoulder. Put your chest forward, front kick. Let's do that again, hands up. Rotate, chest forward, front kick. One final time. Rotate, chest forward, front kick. Now as we front kick, you're gonna close your hips. You guys know this motion that we did? You're gonna do that motion on your kick. So turn, front kick, that motion, close it off. Open the kick. So hands up, turn, spin crescent. Let's do it again. Turn, front kick, close the gate. Go at your own pace, do what's better for you. I've been warming up all day today. I can throw a fast kick you may not be able to right now. Do your own pace. Ready? Go. Go. Aya! Go. Aya! Now we're gonna add a jump to it. A jump. Now to the people that are brown belts, you don't have to jump. If you want to jump, you can. You can jump. But to the red belt, it's part of your curriculum. If you don't have space, you don't have room, don't do it, but this is part of something that you need to do to get to your next belt. Put your hands up. We jump here. Notice how I spin, I bent my legs. So hands up, rotate, bend your legs. Push your legs up with both feet. Front kick, close your hips. Land. So when I say go, you're a brown belt, spin crescent, red belts, we don't have a lot of space, spin crescent. The red belts with space, without a slippery floor, that are ready to go for it, jump spin crescent. Ready? Go. Woo. Ready? Go. You're gonna do a Bruce Lee kick. It's right here. See if you can kick above your TV. Ready? Hands up. Go. Aya! Go. Aya! One more time. Go. Aya! Switch feet. Hands up. Eyes forward. Spin crescent the other direction. Rotate. Look. Turn your head. Front kick. Freeze. Bring it back down. Reset. Turn. Front kick. Woo! Last bounce one more time. Turn. Front kick. Now full motion. Turn. Front kick. Open the gate. Around. As slow as fast as you want. Ready? Go. 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 And before we get to the jumps here, I'm going to slow it down so you don't get too dizzy. If you have any questions, feel free to let who's ever in chat know to type it out. And Mrs. Lutz is going to ask it for you, so I can answer it in the group. So if you have a question on this kick, let me know. Don't just be silent. Now the jump. Turn, bend. Ready? One more time. Then release your legs up. Kick, slap. Make sure you open the gate. Ready? Go. Woo! Aya! Go! Aya! Go! Aya! One final time. And go! Aya! Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. You're probably already noticing the sweat. The next kick is the spin hook kick. Can you use this time to get a drink of water? Or to stretch a little bit, warm up your body. Just don't sit still. Because that's how your muscles are going to tighten in this one. You can really hurt yourself if you're not all warmed up. Hook kicks. Spin hook kicks. A whole bunch of other things that I love to death. So I'm going to ask you a question. Do your best to answer. If a crescent, you use a front kick as your initiating kick, as your basic kick to carry through. What kick do you use for your spin hook kick? What kick do you use? Now, there's two answers to this question. You could do either one. The two kicks that you use is a back kick and a side kick. A back kick and a side kick. But when we throw the kick, we want to throw either a back kick or a side kick first, and then bring it across. Just like we do a front kick across. Now, your hook kick is your basic kick, meaning that's a kick in itself. I get it. It's not a side kick. But that's how I tend to explain it and teach it to other kids, is your building block is your side kick that you bring across. Hence why I have the dot up here. You hit with a side kick, and then you close your hips, and then at the last second, you bend your knees, you reach chamber, and that's where all your power comes from, is your hip movement into your reach chamber. If you reach chamber too early, it's not going to be effective. If you reach chamber too late, then it's just kind of like you slapping somebody. You want to bend in, hit with your heel, as you bring your side kick across. So now, let's move back. Let me do a slide up hook real fast. I'm going to do this fast because I've been talking too much. We're going to move into our spin hook kick really, really fast here. Hook kick. Side kick, across, bend. One more time, side kick, across, in. See how I'm hitting with my heel? We've already done this kick. I know you can do it. So your spin hook kick is going to be the same way. Rotate, turn into this side kick. Just like when we did our crescent, it was a front kick. Turn into this side kick. Close your hip, re-chamber, set back down. Turn, side kick, through. Now the other kick is a back kick, I mentioned that. In Korean, this is dwi doryo chagiga, again, horrible pronunciation, which basically means turning or spinning back kick. So if I do a back kick and then I just keep spinning, look how it turns out, it's just our spin hook. Alright, so let's do this together. Face camera, hands up. Do not hit the person next to you. Glenn, do not hit your sister. I'm looking at you, kind of. Put your hands up. Rotate, turn your shoulders. Tuck your knee in as you turn for the side kick. Your shoulders should be in line with your TV. Side kick to the side, bend your knee in, bring it back to the start. We're gonna do the slow motion, which I know is hard. Ready? Go. Shh. Go. Shh. Now, as you do this, here's what I want you to think about. There is a table in front of you. If at any point you don't follow your side kick along the table, you're gonna hit it and hurt yourself. If your hook kick goes like this, it comes up and then it comes down, that's called a crescent kick. Your hook kick goes like this. That's a crescent kick, or just not a very good hook kick. Your hook kick goes like this. That's like a rising axe kick. I don't even know what that kick that is. Your kick needs to go across in a line, almost like we're doing a ridge kick. So we're gonna do slightly faster now. Ready? Go. Go. Parents in the room, if you're watching your child do this, or spouses, let them know if they're following the line philosophy. Table in front of you, a little bit wider than your shoulders, hitting over, bring it across. Go. 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 Now stop. You're probably a little bit dizzy. I know I am.
Next time he says hook kicks rule.
Hook kicks are one of my favorite kicks. Now we're gonna do our back kick. Or spin hook, whatever you'd like. Again with our other leg. But try the other thing that I was talking about. Doing your back kick, then just keep moving your body through. So let's try it slow motion, left leg. This is the one I see most people struggle with. Back kick, through. Back kick, through. One more time, ready? Go. Bam. Go. Bam. Go. Bam. 2 more times. Ready? Go. Go. Aya. So you want to be Bruce Lee. I'm going to show you how. There's one thing that makes this kick from almost impossible to hit to nearly hard to hit. Like, it's going to be still hard to hit. This kick requires a whole bunch of setup. But there's something you can do to disguise your kick. Now I'm going to come back over here and show you because this guy's doing it. Look at the guy on the right over here. As he kicks through, he doesn't hit his side kick. He doesn't chamber and kick out until the last second. Until it's right above the other person's shoulder. Let me show you what I mean. If I'm over here, tell me when I'm going to throw a spin hook kick, okay? You probably already saw it. Tell me again. If I raise my leg and I keep it straight and I chamber it way over here, the second somebody sees that leg, they're just going to do this on you. Cool. And you're not going to be able to hit it because you're not fast enough and they just have to take a step back. I mean, think in your head how many times that has happened to you or you've done that to somebody in sparring. They started to turn and all you did was like, peace out. You spin as much as you want, I'm just going to chill. That's what I do. The second I see this leg raised, I'm like, I'm not going to be here anymore. So that's why we chamber for our side kick here. Because as I come through, I chamber, I kick out. I'm sneaking it above their shoulder before I hit. So if I do this turn, you can't tell if I'm going to do a side kick, a crescent kick, or my spin hook kick until I initiate the kick, until I actually chamber out. So tell me when I'm going to do a hook kick now. You may have been able to catch it, but it's a lot harder. So 2 more kicks, each leg. Try to hit above the other person's shoulder. If your screen's at the same height, try to hit me. When I say go. Go. Aya! Go! Aya! Other leg. Go! Aya! Woo! Go! Aya! Now, jump spin hook. People with spin hooking, we're gonna work on it some more. We can never not do it, right? We can't do it too little. But red belts, jump spin hook kick. Use your space. Now with your jump spin hook kick, it's important that we set up the same way that we do with our crescent. We spin and we lower our body. Then, as we uncork, as we unwind up, we jump and spin through. I always think of it like kind of like a wind-up toy, like one of those wind-up cars. You spin it up, you let it all out. Turn your head, shoulders, hips, bend your knee. Your toy is wind up. Jump, hook kick. Remember, keep that table. Keep over the table. We're not doing this. We're gonna do 3 of these each leg. Turn, bend, head, shoulders, hips, bend your knees, kick. Ooh, that was a sloppy one on me. 2 more. Spin, kick. Ooh, that's why we stretch. Oh, that one hurt a little bit. Ready? Turn, kick. Now, switch your feet. Same thing other leg. Turn, head, forward, hips, bend, spin, go again. I got this angle here, see? Even I do it sometimes. Go. Aya! Ooh, that was a bad one. We can't have that. Ready? Final time. Aya! Better. Now our final kick we're gonna work on today. Woo, woo, woo. What kick, what kick? The back kick. The back kick. Now on the back kick, what's important is a scissor motion. Because we're not doing a normal back kick, we're doing a jump back kick. Now, when I say scissors, a lot of people get confused. What I mean is when one leg comes, the other leg does an opposite motion back. I want you to look at Conor McGregor as he does his back kick. As he switches, see how the legs kind of come across, almost like they were scissors. Same thing goes with the other guy over here as he hits a back kick. Another guy's regretting his life decisions. He's really bringing his leg and shooting it back as the hips rotate through. That's why I got the little thing up there. One goes forward, one goes back. That rotates your hips, that adds your punch. Now, there's two things that I see quite a bit. The difference between, in our studios, a turning back kick and a turning side kick. So I'm gonna go to camera 2 real fast here. Whoop. And my mouse is over here. And I'm gonna show you with my feet. As I turn and I rotate my hips, what decides whether this is a turning back kick or a turning side kick? Our hips and shoulder. If I turn my shoulder past, will I do a back kick anymore? No, it will come out as a side kick. If I were to do my back kick, my shoulders and hips need to be square back. I can still look with my head, but my head, my hips, and shoulders need to be aligned backwards. So, why do a turning side versus a turning back? A turning back, you will most likely hit. So let me show you will most likely hit this kick. The reason being is a turning back kick, you can fire the second you're turned around. You don't have to wait longer than that. So somebody's running at you, I don't have to wait. I can just fire the second my shoulders turn. But if I try to do a turning side kick and somebody's running at you, run faster, don't let me hit you. Run at me. She's already stopped my kick. Turning side kicks can be really, really powerful, but a turning back kick is something that you will most likely hit. So let's do this slow motion. I'm going to do the feet cam over here so you can see. My hands are up, I turn my shoulders, I align my hips and my shoulders backwards, I look over my right shoulder. I point with my elbow. I rub my knees together as I kick. So I want you to do 3 back kicks. Not jumping. Rub your knees together, make sure your foot's up and down. Cool. Now, we're gonna add our jump. When do we bend our knees? Who knows? Well, when we turn. Just like when we do our spin crescent or our jump spin hook kick, we bend our knees when we start to rotate. So I start here, I bend as I come into it. As I release my knees, this leg now has a job. This knee's gonna come forward, it's gonna move forward, as this knee brings it straight back. We're gonna do the slow motion and then we're gonna speed it up. Ready? Hands up, rotate, bend. Jump, switch, don't even kick. Just bring your leg up. Ready? Turn, rotate, bend, switch. One more time, hands up, turn, rotate, bend, switch. Okay, now extend your leg out as if your foot was your fist. You're gonna punch somebody with your heel. Turn, bend, jump, kick. Go again, hands up, turn, jump, kick. Final time, turn, jump, kick. Red belts, that's all you need to know. Red belts, you have a harder one. And brown blacks, I guess, is kind of the same thing. You have a jump, or a stepping jump back kick. I'm gonna teach you that in a second. And a 360 back kick. So let's talk about your step-in jump back kick. Here's what you need to do for your step-in jump back kick. Step, jump back kick. I see a lot of people mess that up because they think the step is something unusual or different. It's not. The step is literally like you're walking. You guys walk, right? Hopefully I have the right audience here. You guys walk, right? Step. Forget you ever took a step. Do a jump back kick. Don't worry about that first step. All you gotta do is move your leg forward. Now I want to talk about something specific because I see this a lot. This is a small thing that does make a large difference in sparring, not necessarily board breaking. I see people step in like this, or step across. And yes, that helps you set up. That helps you set up really, really well, right? However, it defeats the purpose of ever throwing this kick. Because the second I step in and I turn like this, the same thing's gonna happen that happened when we did a spin hook kick, which somebody steps in, the other person goes, nope, I don't want to do this anymore, and just steps away from you, walks around in a circle. You'll never hit that kick because they know what to keep throwing. But if I step forward here, the other person doesn't know what I'm doing. I can punch, I can throw a front kick or a side kick, or I can throw my spin hook kick. This says I can do anything. This says, watch my jump back kick. So, Jumping back kick for our brown black belts. Jump back kick for our brown belts. Red belts, 360 back kick. Now I'm going to teach this a little bit differently than most instructors. Brown belts, brown black belts, brown love belts, stick with me if you want to learn a cool new kick. Take a step forward, but don't touch the ground. Rotate your hips. Now what you're going to do is, you know that scissor motion? You're going to do that scissor motion and do your jump back. So go here, put one leg up, base your shoulders square, hips square, one leg back. Switch your feet, kick. Go again, kick. Now do the step into it. Step, shoulders, kick. Now let's go a little bit faster. Ready? Step, shoulders, kick. One more time, a little bit faster. Step, shoulders, kick. Now go moderate speed. Go for it. Bam! Red belts, 360 back. Brown belts, jump back. Brown ones, jump back. Brown blacks, step and jump back kick. Ready? Or do whatever kick you want. I'm not watching you. You can do whatever kick. I can't control you. I'm not watching you right now. But your parents are, so make sure you follow what they say. Ready? I'm gonna do my 360 back. Go. Woo. Ready? Go. Ready? Go. Woo. Ah. Final time, your best kick. Go. Woo. Aya. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. So I want to show you guys something, and if you have room, I want you to do it. If you don't have room, just watch me. We do a 360 back kick so we can get more space, so we can get really close to our opponent. It is a long stretching kick. So I'm going to do a 360 back kick across the mat. And you can see how far I can go with this kick. I'm going to go off screen. Ready? Well, that wasn't very far. Okay, even farther. Ready? If you're in your house, don't hurt yourself. Don't break a lamp. Your parents aren't going to like that. But go as far as you can. Ready? Go. Bah! Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Thank you for being with me here today. I know we didn't do a whole bunch. We worked out a lot on kicks. We did a warm-up, did push-ups. But I know in a typical class we do 3 or 4 things, or 2 to 3 things, especially this goes to testing. But with that being said, I wanted to test it out today. I want you guys to get used to doing things on video. I talked a lot more than I normally would, just because I want to make sure that we got our techniques. But next week we're going to take it up the next step. My goal is to get through both pad drill and forms next week. Pad drill and forms. So that's a lot, that's a big task, but I think we can do it. So before we move forward, I want you guys to ask as many questions as you can in the comments about our online training, about anything. Stripes, how do you get them? 1, for signing in the perfect mind, but that's not the only way, especially for you guys. For you guys, you need to send a video to Master Miller, or if you're from UMac, me. We're gonna grade it, we're gonna let you know if you deserve your stripe. If you do, we'll mark it in the system. Next time you're in class, we'll give you all those stripes. That's for both your first and second. You have to record a video, send it to me if you're UMac, Master Miller if you're Pamela. This only works for our blue, black, and yellow stripe. So the black stripe, you need to show off all your kicks. Every kick we did today. Plus, board break kick, you just show it off a little bit harder. And then for your white stripe, that's a little different. White stripe with us is just practicing good safety procedures during this time. Practicing good social distancing, washing your hands well. There was one more. I'm sure Master Love will type it in the chat if he's watching.
Brown and red stripes, sir?
And then, oh, thank you. Brown stripes, you get for signing into class. Sorry, that's one thing you just get automatically. If you're here with me right now, you're getting your brown stripe next time in class. Red stripes, we're gonna try to do a sparring class. We don't know exactly how it's gonna work yet.
Hartley is asking about the tournament. Is it mental and testing? What's testing?
Okay, so tournament. It is postponed. It is postponed for the time being, and until we can figure out exactly what's going on, we're kind of at the nature of this entire thing. We can't say, oh, it's gonna be this date, because we may not be back at that date. And that's not to scare you guys, but to be honest, we wanna make sure that we can have confidence going forward with it. And right now we're really focusing on the online classes.
And testing.
And then testing, I'm thinking if we are back by then, we may postpone it a week or 2 since online classes are great, but being in class, there's no replacement, right? There's no replacement for in-school classes. So I can't tell you exactly about testing. We're probably gonna postpone it or move it back just a couple weeks and make sure we're all good. Don't quote me on that. I'm sure Master Luft is getting angry in the comments.
Yes, Master Luft and Master Miller are answering the comments. So
Oh, perfect. Okay.
We do have Savvy and Milan would like to know about the videos working for the second starts yet, and then how long should the videos be that they send in?
Oh, good question. So, Savannah, I'm going to call you Savvy now. Milan, the videos should be as long as it takes to show off your techniques. And realistically, you may send in a video and Master Miller will give you detailed comments back saying, hey, this isn't quite ready, here's what you need to do, and then once you do it, send it back to me. So, and the same goes for me at UMac. It's as long as it takes to show off your techniques. Make sure it's just one fluent video though, don't do some copy and paste like, oh, I'm really good at this part of this video and this part. Just make one long video, set it up on have your mom record it, we'll be able to see and correct.
And Katie Gazowski would like to know what the time frame is for sending those videos in. Do you need to do that today?
Oh, today? No, you have time. I would assume in the next 2 weeks that we're here doing this online classes for sure. We are for sure closed next week, so sometime between then, and then Master Miller will get back to you. One more thing, if she doesn't respond to you immediately, or if I don't respond to you immediately, please don't get mad at us. Assume that we have lots of videos and I'm working with online things. I think that's just about it. Thank you guys for being with me here today. If you want to practice your kicks, you guys can go back through the video and rewatch it. You can just skip all the parts that I'm talking. Remember, have a good, safe time. I know you're in your house. Don't bite your family's head off. They care about you, you care about them, and I promise it will go a lot smoother if you keep that in mind. Thank you, and have a great day.